the 29th of December 2024, a routine flight from Bangkok to Muan, South Korea, turns into the deadliest air disaster in the country's history.
Ready for pushback.
Jeju Air Flight 7C-2216, a Boeing 737-800 carrying 181 souls, slams into an airport barrier at over 200 miles per hour, erupting in flames. Only 2 survive.
Delta 427, cleared approach, runway 01. Cleared approach, runway 01, Delta 47.
Investigators uncover a chain of errors, a bird strike, a critical pilot mistake, and a hidden airport flaw that sealed the fate of nearly everyone on board.
Bird strike. Right engine failure. Mayday call.
It's a crisp winter morning in Bangkok. Jeju Air Flight 7C-2216 is preparing for takeoff from Suvarnabhumi Airport. The aircraft, a 15-year-old Boeing 737-800 registered as HL8088,
No gear. Preparing belly landing.
is operated by South Korea's low-cost carrier Jeju Air. On board, 175 passengers, mostly South Koreans returning from holiday vacations in Thailand, and 6 crew members. Captain Lee, 52, with over 10,000 hours of flying experience, and First Officer Kim, 38, a seasoned pilot with 5,000 hours, are at the controls. The plane lifts off at 5:15 a.m. local time, bound for Muan International Airport, a small regional hub in South Jeolla province. The flight is uneventful for most of its 3.5-hour journey.
I heard a huge bang.
But as they approach Muan, things start to go wrong. At 8:54 a.m. Korean time, just 7 miles from the runway, the pilots spot trouble. A flock of ducks crosses their path. Sound effect, thud, alarms blaring.
Right engine hit hard. Crew error shut down the good left one.
First Officer Kim reconstructed from CVR. Bird strike, engine vibration on the right. The right engine, a CFM56 turbofan, ingests several birds. Feathers and blood later confirm duck DNA in both engines, but the right one takes the brunt. Power surges erratically.
Bird strike confirmed of Yurdzit. Crew actions under review.
The pilots declare a mayday, but there's more. The landing gear won't deploy. Warning lights flash in the cockpit. The pilots run through emergency checklists, but the gear remains stuck.
High-stress emergencies can cause fixation errors in cockpit.
They prepare for a belly landing, sliding on the fuselage without wheels. Investigators from South Korea's Aviation and Railway Accident Investigation Board, ARAB, with help from the US, NTSB, Boeing, and engine maker GE Aerospace, piece together the puzzle. They recover the black boxes, the flight data recorder, FDR, and cockpit voice recorder. But there's a shock. Both stop recording 4 minutes before impact. Why? A power failure, possibly from the engine issues. This gap forces investigators to rely on wreckage analysis.
Fire handle.
Witness statements, and simulations. At 8:58 a.m., the pilots attempt to shut down the damaged right engine. But in the stress of the moment,
Tail section stability.
G-flight rear is intact. Minimal fire damage confirmed.
Maintain altitude will stabilize the...
they make a fatal error. They shut down the left engine instead, the one that was still functioning.
Keep low, the heat's rising fast. Foam coverage confirmed, targeting fuel line. Move in, check for survival.
The July 2025 interim report reveals this mistake through engine inspections and partial CVR data. The right engine shows bird damage, bent blades, bloodstains. The left, minimal issues.
Can't believe it's real.
Muan Airport had the highest rates to re-recovery airports. This is base 2020 Occasion Safety Report.
With both engines effectively out, one damaged, one mistakenly off, the plane loses critical thrust. Now gliding with limited power, the plane approaches runway 01 at Muan. Speed, 200 knots, too fast for a safe belly landing. The runway is short, just 2,800 meters, and ends with a concrete embankment holding the Instrument Landing System ILS localizer antenna. At 9:03 a.m., the 737 touches down belly first, sparks flying.
This one wants solid concrete wall. Watch the difference when we simulate a 60 knot.
It slides 1,100 meters, overruns the runway, and slams into the localizer structure at up to 374 kilometers per hour, over 230 miles per hour. The impact shears off the nose and wings. Fuel ignites in a massive fireball. Only 2 flight attendants in the rear survive, thrown clear with injuries. The rest, passengers, pilots, perish in the inferno. The crash site is a horror. Bodies scattered, the fuselage charred.
No APU start attempted, limited electrical power lost.
Firefighters battle flames for hours. RIB launches a full probe. Early theories. Bird strike alone? But why so deadly? January 2025 preliminary report confirms bird strikes, but notes the black box gap. Duck feathers in engines. No weather issues. Clear skies. By July 2025, the bombshell. Pilots shut down the wrong
Dual
engine.
engine failure, altitude 2500, airspeed 140 knots.
Initiate QRH memory items, secure engines.
Media leaks reveal CVR snippets. Confusion in the cockpit. Families demand answers.
Stress tunnel vision, common in emergencies.
The Jeju Air Pilots
just want the
Union
truth.
pushes back,
Transparency
citing
now, no
incomplete
more
data.
silence.
Then, in January 2026, another revelation. The localizer structure, that concrete embankment, didn't meet international safety standards. ICAO guidelines require such structures within 240 meters of the runway end to be frangible, designed to brake on impact, reducing damage. The Transport Ministry admits the flaw, reversing earlier denials. Computational analysis by the Korea Institute of Civil Engineering confirms passengers could have survived without that rigid barrier.
Frangible structures save lives in overruns.
Parliament launches an independent inquiry in December 2025.
Safety isn't just a protocol, it's a promise. Every single life on that site mattered, including
Amid accusations of cover-ups, victims' relatives protest delays. It's unbearable. One says. The probe extends into 2026, examining airport operations, bird control at Muan, known for migratory birds, and Jeju Air's training. Was Muan ready for jets?
Tragedies force aviation to evolve.
Critics note its history as a military base, with limited infrastructure. Bird radars were installed but not always active. Jeju Air faces scrutiny. The plane had a prior bird strike incident. Boeing and GE joined the multinational team, disassembling engines in the U.S. Reenactments show the chain. Bird strike damages right engine, Mayday declared. Gear fails.
Grid point 715, fragment consistent with engine housing, size approximately 30 centimeters.
Possibly from hydraulic loss tied to engine issues. Wrong engine shutdown.
Signal lost, reacquiring multiple sources, can't stop it! We have to shut it down now! Do you read?
High-speed overrun. Fatal impact with non-frangible structure. Contributing factors. No reverse thrust without engines. Brakes less effective on belly landing. No go-around attempted. Why? Partial data suggests pilots committed to landing.
We understand your loss, and the government offers its deepest condolences.
Recommendations emerge. Better pilot training on engine identification. Mandatory frangible structures at all airports. Enhanced bird mitigation. South Korea vows reforms. Muan upgrades its ILS. For the families, closure is slow. Memorials honor the 179 lost. The 2 survivors recover. Their stories a reminder of resilience.
1 year. I still miss you every day.
Jeju Air Flight 2216 teaches a harsh lesson. In aviation, margins are thin. One mistake can cascade into tragedy, but from ashes come changes that save lives. This has been Mayday, Air Crash Investigation.